Hey, I'm Jessie with the Goodwrench, and today I'm going to show you how to make the Goodwich. To start, preheat your oven to 400 degrees. I bought everything you see here with the exception of that Japanese-style mayonnaise at Trader Joe's. This focaccia bread is absolutely delicious. It has sun-dried tomatoes and Parmesan cheese on top. So I add a layer of turkey. I add some Italian meats, including but not limited to salami, prosciutto, and whatever else was in the package. Then I add a couple slices of mozzarella to the other half. Don't get rid of this stuff that falls off of the bread. Trust me, we're going to use that later. Yeah, you do not want to get rid of that. I like to collect it and just sprinkle it on top of the meat before putting it in the oven. Now for the best part, the pesto aioli. I spent 6 years in Japan as a kid. This is Japanese style mayo. Nothing compares to this mayonnaise. Not Duke's, not Hellmann's. None of it. Sometimes I'll even find huge bottles of it at Costco. This is the best mayonnaise you will ever eat. Trust me. For making the basil pesto aioli, I mix roughly 50-50 mayo and the pesto. I'd say probably about 2 to 3 tablespoons of each. Then just mix it all together. This is the fun part where you have some flexibility. I like roasted red peppers. Thankfully, everyone in our family loves roasted red peppers as well. So I like to add these to the top layer of my sandwich. You could also add sun-dried tomatoes or olives. If my kids didn't hate olives, I would have them scattered all over this sandwich. But again, we gotta try to make everybody happy. Think about the things you could add. Olives, maybe some olive oil, maybe even some like balsamic reduction, something to just continue to add to the flavors of this. It is such a versatile sandwich. You can do so many different things with it. But for the sake of my family and having them consume this, we're gonna stick with roasted red peppers. After I pull it out of the oven, you could add tomatoes, you could add spinach, some kind of lettuce. I usually like to sprinkle mine with spinach or lettuce, depending on whatever is in the refrigerator. And also, this is like the deal breaker. This is what throws the sandwich over the top. This basil pesto aioli. Oh, so good. Let's get ready to pop this baby in the oven, cook her up for a little bit. The last few minutes, I let that cheese broil so it gets a little bubbly and brown, and then we throw it all together. Before putting this in the oven, I do like to put a layer of foil on there, just so that the bread doesn't dry out. The last few minutes, I will take the foil off, hit the broiler for just a few minutes, and watch the cheese bubble up. While I let this bake for 15 minutes at 400 degrees, I try to straighten up. And before I know it, I am removing this piece of foil, putting the broiler on high for just about a minute and watching the cheese bubble up. I mean, really, is this not a beautiful sight? Look at those bubbles, and it's starting to brown. Yes, please. Yes, I can see the finish line. Now for the best part, the aioli. I love this stuff, but it is made with mayonnaise, so it's pretty not heart healthy, but it's good for the soul, you know what I mean? So I spread it on pretty generously, and sometimes people even like to have extra to dip it in. Then I simply fold up the sandwich and cut it up. Oh, it's almost ready. Now, let me tell you, this sandwich is messy to eat. Maybe you want a fork and knife. Whatever suits your fancy. It tastes great no matter how you eat it. All right, listen up. The sandwich is complete. It looks delicious. Oh, and you want to be known for making the best meal to gift somebody? This is your meal. This is your sandwich. Literally, every time I make this for somebody, people are like, send me the recipe. And I'm like, I kind of made it up. So now I can actually send them the recipe because I put a blog on this, but this is seriously the best sandwich ever. You got to start making it. It's the Goodwich from the Goodwrench. Oh my God, to perfection. If your stomach isn't getting hunger pains just by looking at this, you've got a problem. Just kidding, but if you do make this, you better grab your piece fast because it will be gone before you know it. Bon appetit!